What does it mean to be psychic? What does the path of being able to discern concepts and constructs mean within the context of the four-body system? Great questions. Let's get into it. Welcome back, adepts and initiates. Go ahead and click on that subscribe button so you can stay in constant contact with all the great content coming out on this channel. So we've been talking about the four-body system and what exactly does that mean? What does that entail? Today we're going to be focusing upon the mental body system and really diving more deeply into the qualities, the characteristics, and the attributes of this specific arena of information and of experience. So as we look at that, often we hear a lot in terms of, the psychic arena. We think of Professor X of the X-Men, or being able to move objects with our mind. Yet there's more to all of it than that. And that is also inclusive within this idea and some of the ideals as well. So as we look at this then, first off in the four-body system, the mental body system talks about all those arenas of thought. Really it breaks down to concepts and to constructs. And all that really means is that a person is able to access information that others simply, I won't say are not able to, however, have more difficulty with. And so this path is one of the seer, right? The person who then does see. Now that's pretty important because as we look at the four-body system, we're talking about a collective intelligence where each and every person, each and every type has a role that they play and has a contribution in the broader context of, this ecology that effectively exists. So the seer is one who knows. They're able to access information, to be able to view things from afar, whether they're talking about physical distance and or actual time itself. This intuitive talent, unsurprisingly, is what we would identify as psychic. Now, psychics just kind of know stuff. It can be a little eerie. My youngest is very much a psychic, and just the other day said something that, again, I had not said, I had not even implied, he just knew. And so psychics are able to grab thoughts and ideas and be able to access that information. Kind of think of it like this. So if there is a cloud of information, right? You have certain files that certain people have access to. In that file, you have a bunch of little sub-files as well. Psychics kind of have a master key, are able to access all of that and then some. So as we look at that, then the element that comes in is air. Now we look at this in terms of while being rather, unseen is ever present. The breath that you're taking, the wind as it moves. Again, I think of my youngest son, and on the day that we found out what gender he was a huge windstorm in California. And so his name, Makani, actually translates to wind because that's an element that he is quite adept with and in. Also, we look at that then in terms of realm. What realm is that? Well, it's a matter of a two-part aspect. Concept of electricity. So that electric energy is something that psychics are able to access. Kind of think of the stream of data. If we're talking about electromagnetic, then this electricity or electric aspect is something that psychics are very apt and able to access. Now, this also ties into sensitivities within that system, which is the neurological system. So psychics, for sure, those in the mental body system have a higher sensitivity within their central nervous system, their neurological system. Things that can happen because of that, everything from migraines to seizures to overwhelm within the nervous system itself are all aspects that psychics and those who are really working within the mental body system, walking the path of the seer, are going to encounter. Now, this is something really great to know, because if you have sensitivity to, Wi-Fi spots, or even certain devices, being able to actually hear that frequency, then that is a sensitivity that may indicate your own latent or active psychic abilities. Last and most certainly not least, in terms of the qualities that we're looking at with this, then comes into the mix of tangible, because we're talking about ideas that can be comprehended, and projective. Tangible projective puts this into a quadrant that actually allows then those who are working within the mental body system, and specifically with their psychic abilities, to have something that they're able to not just access in terms of these wild and imaginative ideas, also be able to integrate and to express, because that's a big part of it. We can have these flashes and these images that can come into play. A lot of that coming in through the right hemisphere of just pure imagination and intuition. However, how well can we actually process that with the left hemisphere? Thinking about our Einsteins, for example, our Teslas, the visionary thought leaders who are able to access that stream of consciousness and also make sense for the rest of us to be able to explore, investigate, and to enjoy. So as we talk about this within the mental body system, there really is a lot here. And for you who may have these sensitivities, who may be working within this path of the seer, it's good to know some of the benefits, some of the strengths and the weaknesses, areas that you are best able to experience and to express in your lives. That's it for now though. Love and aloha, take care, and ahui ho.